Welcome! Welcome.
Thank you for having me tonight.
We're in the same place. He's not in New York and I'm not in England.
We're in a studio in LA is where we are right now.
LA, yeah, exactly, yeah. This is DanJFilms. He is the master of puppets and filmmaking and music. So I want to get into all of that. And first, I just want to ask, how many puppets do you have? I've gone through your videos, and they like, oh, I'm like, oh, he has like 5, and then there's like another one. Oh, there's 6. Oh, there's 7. Wait, what? How many are there?
I have a lot of puppets, and like most of them have been in my videos, but there's a lot of them that haven't been in any video.
Oh my god, there's more?
Back in like 2019 or like 2017 when I actually got into like the whole puppet, like buying puppets, I would just buy a load of them, and I'd like buy a lot more puppets that I could make videos with. So I had to like stop myself from buying puppets for a while. My plan is eventually I will feature all of them in a video.
So they're not like custom made.
When you look up like puppet buying online, there's a lot of like kind of like cheap toy options, and I tend to like stray away from those. Like I usually want to get like professional looking like Muppet kind of style ones.
Do you have an exact number of how many puppets do you have? Do you know?
I don't actually know off the top of my head. It's a lot. I have a lot of them. I have multiple Tylers too. The one that I used in my first video, the vase, that one kind of got old. I played with it a lot, so it got dirty, so I had to buy a new one.
What got you into the filmmaking side of things? Because you've been making films for years now.
I got my iPhone in like 2016 when I was like 12 and had the iMovie app. I was just mess around with that, make really stupid like trailers and stuff, and that just kind of like started my love of filmmaking, I guess. And then it just kind of like grew, and I started using like my laptop to edit videos. I used old programs that you could get off like Google and stuff. I just kept at it because I just really liked making videos, and I had so many ideas. I got better equipment, I got better programs and stuff, and yeah, now I'm in film college doing it. What
would you consider like your first proper video?
I don't know what you would consider a video, because I've had like loads of videos I uploaded to like just Facebook and nothing else. The first video on my channel is an iMovie trailer. The first proper like video that like I had the idea for everything is Daniel News. It's like a short little like news video that I did where I did like an interview with my grandma, and I did a story on like Keyboard Cat or whatever. That's like one of the first like films that like I could say that I was proud of.
Do you have like specific inspirations, or do you just kind of work out your own style?
For the puppet videos, I'm inspired by like a series, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
I mean, you have your channel banner, your video, the science song, toilet paper song, of course, and the little toilet paper with like the evil eyes. How much are they written? How much are they improvised? Like, what's the process like?
All of it is pretty much all written. I never really improvise anything. I start off with like an idea, write it down like on a notes app in my phone, the beats of like the story and stuff. I just wrote like a script of everything that everyone says, and I pretty much follow that to a T.
I guess you'd need to if it's puppets, and you need very specific puppets in places, and like little props that you use.
I am like the only one like puppeteering because I'm just doing it by myself. It's like hard to improvise. I didn't voice all of the characters. Some of them I voiced like online voice actors, and my family voices them a lot too. To get to a point where you don't really have any family members left, you just have to like actually hire.
They're all gone. So your film Amateur Operatives, really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
You said it took you absolutely forever. How long did it take?
I uploaded Mission Nutrition, was like the last big video. Between those, Mission Nutrition and Amateur Operatives, that was like a whole year's worth of work. After I finished Mission Nutrition, I wanted to do some sort of film, because I think it was like winter break or whatever, and I just wanted to like get some video out. So I started a small series, Figglebottom and Dinklebop, or Gigabyte and Figglebottom
hilarious. That's really good.
I wanted to like do like a short little series. The first episode was very easy. It was just like in like an alley and like in my house. And the second video was just also at my house. Then I decided to make like a proper puppet video, which was Amateur Operatives. It was like another year until the last Figglebottom and Dinklebop.
Also, I watched Guider of the Nymphs. What like genre would you say it is? Because it had a lot of like different genre elements. To me, it seemed like there were horror elements, there was comedy, but kind of mystery, thriller. What kind of genre, or can you put it in a box?
When I thought about this before, I'd always say like horror mixed with like thriller, adventure, mystery. I guess there's not like one genre that fits it best.
What was that like? So you had to make that for school?
I made that in my freshman year of college. It's like the big film at the end of the year that everyone had to make. That's still to this day still probably one of like my biggest video. It will be for a while, until next year of college when I have another video.
There was a lot going on. You had like all of the costumes, you had the camera like rotating. That was really impressive.
I just thought like I had to use that shot, and I definitely want to use it again. I thought it'd be like my like signature shot as like a filmmaker.
You do. Oh, that's cool. A signature shot. I love that you cameo in your own film in like the first 10 seconds or something in the library.
I always like to do a little cameo in my films.
I want to get on to thing that I've actually really been mainly wanting to talk about is your music, your music project, Silvermander. How long have you been making music?
I started making music in like 2020 in like GarageBand, like on my phone. Had made a bunch of songs and then I uploaded them like once every 3 days, I think, to SoundCloud. September of 2021, I was like thinking like, I was sitting in my room. I remember exactly where I was. I was like, I should like make a full-on album.
Bruv just woke up one day and was like, I should just make an album. Just a casual task of just making a 13-song album. It's like an hour long.
Yeah, it is like an hour long. That's how all great things start, I guess. I started like making the instrumentals in like 2021. I had basically remixed a lot of the songs that I made on SoundCloud into like proper songs. I always make instrumentals before I make lyrics. My first year of college, I started writing like the lyrics and I started singing the lyrics, and yeah, it took like 2 years to make, but that's not because it was just like that much work. It's just because like I was busy with other things. But not to say it wasn't a lot of work.
The songs are really catchy. The first one, Axolotl. The Fungus one, which is horrifying. I'm going to talk about that for just a second. I want to talk about that in a minute. Also, Glaggleland.
Come down to Glaggleland, go and jump right in and never look back. Come down to Glaggleland, where you're the VIP.
I found out about Glaggleland because of you. I thought it was something you made up, and I was like, oh, is that actually like an internet cult? What is this rabbit hole that I've just fallen down?
I started the Glaggleland song 2 years ago. There was just like a couple internet memes at the time. It was like not that popular. I did that, and then like briefly before I actually finished the album, it like kind of blew up. It's just like this meme about like this place and the people that live there. I kind of made my own story, like how it's like this amazing place where like everything, there's like rainbows and vivid colors and everything. I pretty much like took creative liberties, but I thought it'd be funny to like make a song after that.
It's got like a comedic tone, but you managed to play it so straight the entire time, and it genuinely does offset this genuine feeling of distress and discomfort.
I have some eyes for you now.
And I want to talk about your absolutely horrific song, Fungus All Around You, which is your second song on the album. What the hell were you on that day?
I always like the idea of like a song that's like really upbeat and like super happy sounding. There's like a saxophone solo and everything. The subtext is like really dark and deep. Like, I always like songs like that.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
That was like one of the last songs I actually came up with a theme for. I had made the instrumental ahead of time. I wasn't sure like what I wanted to make it about. I was asking my mom like ideas for it, and she gave a bunch of ideas, and then she said mushrooms or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I do like mushrooms. I should make a song about that. So then I kind of like came up with the idea as I was writing the lyrics. Like I was just writing like mushroom terms like mycelium and cap spores, just trying to make it rhyme and stuff. I usually stray away from like doing really simplistic kind of like, especially like love songs. There's way too many love songs. I would like never write a song about love. I want to write songs about people turning into mushrooms. There's enough about that.
It's not like a concept album, but there were kind of things that you touch on in your lyrics that kind of you keep going back to. Did there end up being a concept for it?
There's never really any like theme tying them together. The reason why it kind of feels connected is because like later in the stages of making the album, I would tie lyrics together. I had the idea of like a computer, like a 90s computer since the beginning. I kind of wanted to be like some theme of like kind of digital wackiness.
I'm guessing your song Oh Mr. Blue, that's like a tribute to kind of your puppet videos, right?
Yeah, you could guess Mr. Blue is like Tyler since he's blue, and all of the scenarios are kind of based off of like previous videos.
Your lyrics are like very abstract sometimes, like Guardians of the Sky, Reservoir of REM. What are your hobbies outside of YouTube?
Honestly, music. Like, that's what I spend most of my time doing. After Gigabyte Sanctum, like, I had that just, like, work on my free time for, like, years. But after it was released, I was like, what am I going to do with my time? Because that's, like, all I would do with my time. I just started making a bunch of just random songs, not knowing where they're going to be. And I still have a load of, like, unreleased songs out I'm going to release at some point. Pretty much just, like, music, hanging out with friends, I guess. But yeah, then I always have to have, like, a project that I'm working on just to, like, I have like a goal of like something that I can do. So like I feel like I'm being productive with my free time, basically.
Why do you have so many channels? Oh, sorry.
No, it's a very good question. I have a lot of channels. I think it's kind of like a joke. I have a load of channels, like even more than is what is displayed on my channel. But I used to use like the YouTube chatting thing a lot. I just think it's because it's funny to just have like a load of channels.
What are your plans for the future? What is next in like general life stuff, but also kind of videos or films you want to make?
Since like September, I've been working on a Christmas album actually, and it's actually done. It's complete. It's gonna come out on December 1st. So you happen to know the Stanley Parable, the video game?
Yeah.
I hired the actual voice actor from that to actually do narration in the EP. Believe it or not, I have to do a sophomore film. Not gonna come out for a while, but I have this idea for a video that I've had for a while. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but it's basically like a psychological horror, like 90s sitcom parody.
Wow. Will Tyler be featuring? He's gonna make a cameo somewhere. This interview has been great. My last question is, are there any plugs? Would you like to plug anything? It is a talk show, and therefore you can use this sacred, beautiful time to plug whatever you wish.
Obviously my YouTube channel, that's like the main thing. If I want to be known for anything in life, it's my films. My music too, Silvermander, Christmas album coming out December 1st.
I will link that stuff in the description. Daniel, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I've never been like interviewed before. I feel like a celebrity.
You may have 784 subscribers, but I am one of them. If you have 1 subscriber, I'm one of them. If you have 5,000 subscribers, I'm one of them. If you have 5 billion subscribers,